I did, yeah. I looked over and I was like, good, I know the answers. I think I know the answers to all these.
Okay. Start.
Yeah. What are some of the downfalls in your field of work, counseling, is it?
Yeah, well, I don't know if there are any downfalls. There are some things that, like sometimes I'll get a student in my office and they may have a problem that I've not encountered before.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like list of, hey, here's all the things you're going to encounter and here's the answers to all of them. So sometimes I don't always know what to say. Sometimes I don't always know how to help a student resolve a problem. That's one of the downfalls.
Yeah. Question number 2, what are some of the things you look forward to in your job?
Oh, I absolutely every day look forward to helping students achieve their goals, whether it's helping them figure out how to take the classes they need to get into college, or if it's helping them figure out how to deal with a really difficult life situation. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning, is truly that right there.
Question number 3, what would you consider one of the most interesting things you've studied about counseling?
I think one of the most interesting things I've learned is that every person handles the same situation very differently. And some of that comes from people having different backgrounds, different families, different coping mechanisms.
Mm-hmm.
And I just find people really fascinating. That's just been the most interesting part, is just meeting people and getting to learn how they've dealt with their life situations.
Question number 4, what advice would you give students who want to study counseling?
I would say get to know people, talk to people. Anything you can do to learn how people behave, why they do what they do, being really open-minded, learning to become open and flexible with all sorts of different situations, because the people that you'll meet and work with come from so many different backgrounds and deal with things in such a variety of ways. You have to learn to be really open-minded in general. In every single thing you do, you have to be very open-minded.
Question number 5. What is one thing you wish you would have known to prepare yourself in counseling?
Oh, that's a good question. What I wish I would have known. I wish that I would have known that sometimes people don't necessarily want the advice they ask for. They don't want to use it. Sometimes people just want to talk and they just need someone to listen. And sometimes, I think early in my career, I didn't necessarily know the difference between someone who truly wanted some advice and somebody who just wanted to vent. And there's a huge difference between the two. And a student that comes in and just wants to vent doesn't find it very helpful when you're trying to give them solutions to their problem, because they just want to talk, which is sometimes just very stress relieving for a student. Just talk.
And the last question, how would you compare counseling with child psychology?
I think there's the two really go hand in hand. When you study child psychology, you're learning why kids do what they do. You're learning different structures of the brain and how they interact with the body and the physiology and all that. And you learn about the different types of disorders and diseases. And you use that information when you are actually counseling to understand, why is this person doing what they're doing? They may have a disease, they may have a disability, they may this is how they learned to cope. So the two really go hand in hand. I would say that counseling is sort of the practical, applicable aspect of psychology. So counseling is how you apply it, and psychology is like your foundation of knowledge. So the two go together.
Thank you. Could you introduce yourself to the camera?
Oh, hi, I'm Andrea Norman, 10th grade counselor at Westover High School.